Welcome to another broadcast of the Brown County Hornets on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by B&N Trucking, Gas Communications, your country financial agents Larry Grady and Jacob Kiesler, Larry Down Accounting, Farmers National Bank of Mount Sterling and Griggsville, your Mount Sterling YMCA, Culbertson Memorial Hospital, the Ray Insurance Agency, Mount Sterling Savings Bank, All About Dance and More, Brown County State Bank, The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling, KLC Inc., Henry Automotive, Double K Firearms, Yingling and Nissen Insurance, the Hindeker Funeral Home, Cassing Lumber Company, St. Mary's School, L. Grady Realty, Burnett Plumbing, Heather's Tumble and Tap, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company, and a Rustic Gardens. Now for the start of tonight's broadcast on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Good morning, everyone. Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots, and Lisa Surratt this morning coming to you from Brown County High School, where we've got girls basketball going on for you. We've got the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show brought to you by the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. Call them at 773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com. That's Scranton Heating and Cooling, the Comfort Man, our pregame sponsor. Good morning, Jared.
Morning. How's it going?
It's going. By the way, happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
And we're just glad that you decided to spend your birthday with us.
Yeah, there's nothing better than I would want to be doing right now than girls basketball at, what time is it? 10:40 on my birthday.
10:40 on your birthday. All right, that's awesome. Got the twins in here. They've got the counters today to keep the shot counters for us. They do a great job of helping us out, and we're thankful for that. And we're playing girls high school basketball this morning. It is West Hancock and Brown County today, and that's what's going on as far as the broadcast is concerned. We're just glad that everybody could join us this morning. Good basketball last night. The girls won by 9 points down in Calhoun, staying undefeated for the year. They had a bad first half against Carrollton. And other than that, they haven't really been contested until last night. And they were behind at halftime last night. When they went at halftime, I think they were at least down by one, I think it was, last night at halftime. And that's a different situation for these girls. Yeah, they did a good job coming out in the second half and making some adjustments. And seeing the ball go through the hoop was a big one. Kind of like the boys last night, we weren't getting turnovers on our press that we've had a lot of success with here recently. And you got to work your half-court offense, and the girls did a good adjustment of scoring in the half-court in the second half to stay undefeated. Absolutely, and they had that problem with Carrollton. They were really cold in the first half, and we saw them down in the first half. They went into the locker room with just a small lead at halftime, but then they came out the second half and started shooting the way they normally shoot. And you know that from coaching. If you can't put the ball in the hole, you can play really great defense, but the other team's going to score some if they're hot. Yeah, it's the frustrating thing. If your shot's not going in on the offensive end, it's hard not to transfer to the defensive end, because defense is hard work, and offense, if you're not scoring, you got to play that much harder on the defensive end to keep that game close, and that wears on you. It absolutely does. West Hancock girls, I don't have a lot of information on the West Hancock girls, but they usually have a quality program as far as that's concerned, as far as West Hancock, and we'll see what they're – well, Hooter, they've already got the starting lineups up there for us. Yep. Man, we are blessed men this morning, aren't we? Yeah, we are. I tried to look on Max Preps, and they only had one game that was registered. Yep. And they lost one. Was it Macomb maybe or something? I can't remember. It was a bigger school. The rest of the games weren't filled in, but, looks like they're going with number 3 with Peyton Houston. Well, I tell you what, we'll come back with that in just a moment. Well, you're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show, and we'll be back after these messages. I don't think.
Sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Chad Yingling here with Yingling Nissan Insurance. We have over 40 years of experience in the insurance business. So we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Are you looking to start a career or just looking for a change? B&N Trucking offers many different driving options, ranging from home every night to home on the weekends. Apply online at bnntrucking.net or call us at 217-289-3555 to see what fits your needs. B&N Trucking, a family-owned local trucking company.
When you are ready to move to a new home or refinance the one you are in, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company in Mount Sterling will make sure the process moves along smoothly. With competitive rates, superior service, and great solutions that fit your lifestyle and budget. Call us today and get everything you need to get moving. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show, brought to you by the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. Give them a call at 217-773-2626. Just a reminder, folks, you need to change your filters. If you haven't changed your filters in the last 6 months, you need to get them changed. If you don't know how to do that, give Scranton's a call, and they'll come help you out with that situation to make your furnace run more efficiently. That's 217-773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com. Let's go over the B&N Trucking starting lineups. If you need something hauled or want to be part of their team as a driver or owner-operator, call B&N Trucking 217-289-3555. That's B&N Trucking starting lineups for today's ball game. And Jared, what do we got for the starters? I'll let you do the starters here.
For West Hancock, we got Peyton Houston, number 3. She is a sophomore for West Hancock, and she has, the next one is Destiny Hoffman I'm going with. They have 8 on the board, but I'm going to guess it's number 5. She's a freshman. Lily Woodruff, number 13. She's also a freshman for West Hancock. Number 20, Alexis Lucy. She is also a freshman for West Hancock. And the 5th starter is Bailey Barber, a junior, wearing number 25. For your Brown County Hornets, 3 of your Hornets are with the last name Flynn. That's Katie, Claire, and Izzy. Number 1, number 10, and number 33. And then the Hornets are also starting Casey McKeon, number 14, and Belle Cook, which is, 50 away, do we think?
50 away from 1,000 points. 50
away from 1,000 points as a senior. So we're starting 2 seniors and 2 sophomores, or 3 sophomores, actually. Casey's a sophomore, right? Or she's a junior?
Let's see. I got the wrong sheet here. You know what? Girls basketball.
Casey is a junior.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'm going to grab this sheet real quick and just lay it between us there. Well, that's your starting lineups brought to you by B&N Trucking. You're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show. Brought to you by the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. Give them a call, 773-2626. We'll be back after these messages.
We're a part of your community and help support the programs that make our neighborhoods thrive. We take the time to get to know our customers. We know that every situation is unique, and our goal is to understand yours, so we can help you be confident about your financial security and your future. Call your local Country Financial representatives, Jacob Giesler and Larry Grady, today at 217-773-3591 to talk about how we can ensure that the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own, no matter what it looks like.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for an organization that changes lives both physically and emotionally? The Mount Sterling Community Center YMCA can help. Busy parents love the variety of activities for the whole family and our on-site childcare. We offer scholarship assistance and great options to fit any budget. Kickstart your new healthy routine with our group classes like yoga and Zumba. As a nonprofit organization, we pride ourselves on making a positive impact, not only in individuals, but also our community. We hope you'll join us at the Mount Sterling YMCA. Your future self will thank you.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patients. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
At All About Dance and More LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
Discount.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots, the Hoots twins, and Lisa Surratt on the broadcast for you on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. We've got high school girls basketball on tap for you today, and it is Brown County against West Hancock. The girls come in undefeated on the year. Belle Cook comes in 50 points away from 1,000 points in the career, which is a big accomplishment for Brown County girls basketball. And we'd like to see her break that at home. And we have 3 opportunities for that to happen today, Monday, and Thursday. Then on Saturday, we go on the road. They go on the road at Beardstown in the morning. Unfortunately, we're not going to be in Beardstown that morning, but I know Beardstown does have cameras. But I'm pretty sure that Belle's going to break that record here at home in the next 3 ball games.
Yeah, I'd say just put up a double nickel today for 55, and we'll just call it a day.
Hey, that'd be great for me, Hooter. I'd be all for that, and we could celebrate it big time. Yep. You know, I don't know how many times in girls basketball somebody scored 50 points in Brown County's history, but I bet it's few and far between. We'd have to get whoever our person is. We don't have that Kent Coltis person over here in Brown County. We need somebody to take up the banner and be the Brown County Hornet historian.
The stat guy, yeah.
And know what it is. And they could do stats on the Lady Hornet Classic and all kinds of things. And I'm sure Kent would help you get started with that. Our buddy over there at Winchester does a great job with the West Central Winchester program over there. You've known him for years, and I've known him for years. Just a great guy and loves high school sports.
Yeah, I actually just got a letter in the mail for him because he's already working on, I think next year's the 100th Winchester anniversary of the tournament, and he's already sent out questionnaires to former players and past coaches, and he's putting together a whole media guide just for that, and he's already working on that. And, you know, some of the questions he asked, to the detail he asked them, were amazing, you know, just for me, you know, like when I played and whenever I coached. So, you know, Kent does a great job. And, you know, that's one thing, you know, me and Coach Ebbing's been talking about. And I just watched a coaching clinic, and they talked about a guy, he's a baseball coach in Tennessee, one of the big programs, and he said that, you know, every day he teaches a part of history from the program to the kids. You know, he has a bunch of pictures, and he just talks about, hey, this kid was an all-stater, but I remember kicking him out of the weight room because he was cheating his lifts. Or this kid got cut his freshman year, but now he plays for the University of Georgia because he worked twice as hard.
Absolutely, and we need to know those stories.
Oh, yes.
The kids need to know somebody just didn't walk on the court and not do the work ethic. Coaches do not change. If you're not going to do the work, you're probably not going to get the playing time.
And I think it infuses your program with pride, too. You know, I mean, not only pride in your basketball program, but pride in the community. You know, like, hey, I am from Brown County. You know, the way I looked at it is when we play at home, we shouldn't lose at home. I mean, it's a special place. We don't lose at the nest, and that's the way you go with it. You know, and I think that's one way to build that pride, and I think that's something that kids are looking for right now because they don't, you know, they will latch on to things like that because they've been kind of isolated at home right now.
Yeah, and there are people like me that have moved into the community, and then on top of that, you know, we're looking at building a new school, and I had no idea personally until that what the attachment was to the nest here of this facility, that people absolutely love it because of the permanent bleachers and how things are and how it echoes in here, and it's tough on opposing teams when they come in. And you need to know that history so that you can be proud of those things. You know, why is it called Don Kemp Field at Triopia? Kids need to know what that history started back in the 1960s. And know about that history. And so you're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show brought to you by the Comfort Man of Scranton Heating and Cooling. Call them at 217-773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com. Let's talk about the Henry Automotive keys to the game. Dealership quality auto repair and service at hometown prices. That's Henry Automotive, 773-9066. Coach Hoots, what are the keys for the Brown County girls to win today?
Well, I'd say the keys to start off with is, you know, use that pressure defense to get that early lead. This is their third game this week, I think, and luckily we have the nice deep bench to do that. I think get out early, use our depth looking at our girls, and I think we're getting ready for the national anthem here.
Okay, we'll be back after these messages.
A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast, right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize each sail by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home or flower garden. They also do wrought iron fencing. How long does that last? 100 years? 200 years? Who knows how long wrought iron fencing will last? Shop www.arusticgarden.com and get it shipped directly to your front door.
Thinking about replacing a furnace or building a home? Confused by the options? Contact the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling about GeoComfort geothermal systems. Harness the energy stored in the earth to provide your heating and cooling. Geothermal is extremely efficient, safe, and environmentally friendly. It can save you up to 70% on your heating and cooling bills. Call the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626 to discover the best option for your home.
KLC Inc. has been around since February of 2020. We are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of anything. We strive to make customer service number one and get customers the professional results they're looking for. KLC Inc., 115 South Capitol Avenue, Mount Sterling, Illinois, 217-773-9090. Remember, KLC Inc., you think it, we ink it.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots, Lisa Surratt, and the Hoots twins this morning. And we'll go ahead and have you hit that center button and get that clock down in there. So now that I'm teaching Lisa how to do the video this morning, and just need to go ahead, put it down, and then you have your 2, 3, 4 over here for your left, center, and right. As the starting lineups are being brought to you, and that was, it's actually 2, Hooter.
It is 2.
It is 2, not 5.
I guessed wrong. I
Alexa
apologize.
Gray. And so we'll give you the West Hancock starting lineups again, brought to you by B&N Trucking. It's Alexa Gray, the sophomore. Then it'll be Peyton Houston, a sophomore. Lily Woodworth, a freshman. Alexis Lucy, a freshman. And Bailey Barber, a junior, on the squad. And for the Brown County Hornets today, it's our normal starting 5, three Flynns and a couple other people. I guess I can say, got Katie Flynn, a guard at 5'10", Claire Flynn, a guard at 5'9", Casey McKeon, a guard 5'2", Belle Cook, forward at 5'9", and Izzy Flynn, forward at 6 foot. I say we play 3 guards and 2 forwards. I don't think we have a true center. Izzy fills in that spot, but I wouldn't call her a center.
Yeah, positionless basketball nowadays, a lot of times where there's not any defined positions, it's who can bring the ball up and who can post up, and a lot of times it's the same person.
Jaylee Huffman, I messed something up. She is in the starting lineup. Jaylee Huffman, the senior, getting the start today. On the top of the key, that's Woodworth. She's got Katie on her. No, Claire on her. Got to watch for the knee brace. And in is Barber. She is in the ball game, so I don't know who's not in the ball game. 20. Lucy is not in the ball game. And so in the corner, that's Houston being tied up, and it's going to be 5 seconds. Nice job by Belle Cook and McKeon on that play, Jared, to just stay there and keep their hands up.
Yeah, they did a good job not fouling in that situation, using their body to keep her there, and the rest of the Lady Hornets were in good help side and shut off the passing lanes.
Be a timeout on the floor. With that, we'll go to commercial break. You're listening to BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots coming back to you on the broadcast on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Ball's going to be inbounded, and it's underneath the basket, shot with Woodworth, and she gets fouled on the play, and I believe that's going to be on Claire.
Yep. Yes.
And Jared, I'll let you call the free throws and say who got the foul and how many fouls they have.
All right, that's Lily Woodworth at the line right now for West Hancock. First one's up and no good off the back iron. That foul was on Claire Flynn. That's her first. Team's first. Woodworth a couple dribbles at the line. Lets it go. Nothing but net for a 1-0 lead for West Hancock.
Ball be inbounded. McKean will bring it up for Brown County. She'll be the point guard for Brown County for most of this ball game. Left-hand side to Izzy. Izzy feeds down low to Cook. Wide open. Dribbles. Shoots. And it's partially blocked, but a foul on, I believe, Peyton Houston on that.
Yep, that foul is going to go on Houston. That's her first, West Hancock's first. That was still Belle Cook to the line. She's about a high 80s free throw percent shooter. Gets it and let it rip. Little AOD sumo style there. No dribble, just grab it and throw it. Another one by Belle, and it's off the front iron. Rebounded there by Claire.
Katie on the rebound.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no knee brace. That's the only way I can tell. Ball gets down to Huffman. She feeds it back to Woodworth. Woodworth tries to get across the line, knocked away. Claire ends up with it, knocked away, but she retrieves the ball. Back out to Katie. She'll run the point this go-around. Gives it out to Cook, left-hand side. Brown County's key, got to have movement in the offense. Katie waiting for McKeon to come across. Nothing on Bell Cook cutting. Left-hand side to Claire. Claire looking as people cutting. Nothing open. Back top to Bell Cook. Man-to-man defense by Wes Hancock on Brown County this morning. Brown County being patient. There's Claire into the lane. Feeds in the corner for McKeon for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound finally brought down by Houston, and she's tied up, and the ball goes off out of bounds, and Brown County's going to retain the basketball, Jared.
Yeah, that was a good job on defense at closing that off once he got that rebound.
Inbound to Cook in the lane. Off the glass, no good. Off of Izzy Flynn's hands. And it'll be, nope. Mr. Hollenberry's going to say, nope, it went off of Wes Hancock, and so Brown County's going to retain the basketball. Claire will inbound. Feeds out to McKeon. Back to Claire. Nope, that's Katie, excuse me. McKeon. Katie. Shoots short jumper, and it's good. Brown County now up 5-1 on the Cass Communications clock. Our scoreboard with 6:10 left here in the first quarter. Ball is inbounded. Huffman, and she throws the ball away to Claire. Claire puts it off glass, no good. Rebound Katie, off the glass, around, and good. She got all the rim on that one. It circled like a NASCAR race there. Gray down to Huffman. Huffman gets it back to Gray. She gets it across the half line and gets down in the corner. Back out front to Huffman. Huffman feeds it over to Barber. Barber in the corner to Houston. She shoots the three, no good. Rebound Izzy Flynn. And she'll dribble the ball, get it out to Claire. Claire will get to McKeon, and we'll start our offense again. McKeon, left-hand side. She's going to take it all the way to bucket. Up and off the glass, no good. She gets fouled. Now that's what I call typical Brown County basketball there. Take the ball to the hoop and get fouled.
Yeah, that was a good job by Casey being patient and let the action happen and saw a lane and took it with the left hand and got fouled. And that foul was by Gray. That's her first. McKeon at the line. First one's up and short. McKeon's looking for her first points of the game. 14 checking in Clymer for West Hancock, and 3 Houston will have a seat. McKeon up and good with the second one for her first points of the game.
8-1 on the Cass Communications scoreboard, 5:25 left. Huffman, she gives it back over and gets it to Barber, who gets it across the line. Barber out to Woodworth. Woodworth, the ball knocked away. Katie has it. We're going to be in transition back the other direction. She's going to take it coast to coast. No, off the rim, no good. Ball bounces around. Finally got by Houston. Houston feeds it out to Barber. Brown County with full court pressure here. Gets the ball across to Clymer, who's in the ball game. Clymer feeds down to Barber. Barber dribbles and shoots short two. It's good. 8-3 the score on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Brown County with a 5-point lead. Katie will bring it across the line. To Cook, to McKeon. Back out to Izzy on top, to Claire. Claire drives, not there. She kicks out to McKeon in the corner. She fakes, pumps, shoots, and in. 2 points for Casey McKeon. 10-3, Brown County on top with 4:16 left here in the first quarter. Ball across to Huffman. Huffman to Barber. Barber dribbles and almost slides there. Ball got by Katie. She's going to go coast to coast on it. Off the backboard and good. 12-3. 12-3, Brown County, their biggest lead of the ball game by 9 points with just 3:56 left here in the ball game. They're in the first quarter. Ball's going to go up to the middle. That's Clymer, and she gets fouled in the process, and I think that's going to be on Bell Cook.
Yep, that's going to be Bell's first. Going to send Clymer to the line. Clymer after the mass break, I believe.
So, okay. Kevin's asking about the scoreboard view. Hit the preview button over there so that comes down. Your live is what's at the bottom. So when we're in the ball game, Lisa, they need to see the score. Kevin Dieterle. That's who sold you out on that. Kevin's watching. He's on call today, but he's watching. And timeout here. We're just going to keep it here just for this short timeout and try to do some house cleaning. As far as 12-3, Brown County leading, 3:50 left in the first quarter on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Lori Llewellyn's wanting to know, how do you get to the junior high basketball game? Well, you can get to that by following the, there's a shortcut on our website. Let's see, call that link.
Where's our junior high today?
They are in Beardstown.
Junior high is in Beardstown. So if you go to bchornetsports.com, the Facebook link, you should be able to get to that also.
Yeah, the Facebook link should help you get there.
I think most of the away games, we're going to put that on the link so you guys can find it on bchornetsports.com.
Yeah, and we try to do that, and we're getting more of those in. Just like the girls' game last night, we were able to watch and get a score on that. And even Kevin was doing a little play-by-play from the video feed on his phone toward the end of the ball game.
Calhoun had a nice clear feed and followed the ball well and had a second camera on the score so you keep the score. I liked it because you could hear, it felt like you were in the gym. You could hear the coaches, you could hear the ref, you could hear a lot of stuff. So I thought they did a good job last night producing that game.
Well, if you got Dane Flessner for a coach, you can always hear the coach, no matter what's happening in the gym, right?
Well, maybe I got the ability to tune him out, so I don't know. Okay. Maybe it's a gift.
Huffman shooting free throw, no good on the first one. She'll go for the second here. Or I should say that's Clymer. I'm sorry. Izzy with the rebound, gets it out to McKeon. McKeon dribbles the left-hand side. That's Claire. She's going to shoot a long two. No good off the rim. Rebound, Bell Cook. She kicks it back out. Down low to Izzy. She turns, feeds the ball to McKeon. Nice layup off the rim. No good. Then McKeon's going to, I think, or Izzy one's going to get a foul there.
Yeah, that was a nice pass by Izzy. That was a good look. Good backdoor cut by McKeon. Just couldn't finish.
That would go on Izzy. That's her first foul. Brown County steals the ball on the press, then throws it away. Clymer back with the ball. She gets it across the half line, feeds it down to Gray. Gray double teamed now. Throws the ball low, wide open under the basket's Houston. Peyton Houston, the sophomore, gets two under the basket, wide open. 12-5 with 3:09 left here on the Cass Communications clock in the first quarter. McKeon to Cook. Cook down low to Izzy, wide open off the backboard and in. 14-5, the senior puts one off the backboard. Ball given Woodworth. Woodworth gets it over to Clymer. Clymer gets across and she gets tripped up, and I believe Bell Cook's going to get called for a foul there, Jared.
That's her second. That's second on Cook here.
And let's see, we've got McGath coming in the ball game. We have Hedden coming in the ball game. McGath and Hedden for Izzy and Bell. Backcourt is Gray. Gray's got Hedden on her. Nice pick with the switch off, double team. Down the middle is Woodworth, takes advantage of that double team and gets a basket.
I've been impressed with her. She's done a good job breaking our press and has some nice offensive moves so far.
14-7, lead cut in half. Nice pick by Katie, and off the pick, a give and go in, nice feed. 16-9, that's as good as you get right there.
I'm sure they've done that a few times in the backyard there.
And Katie gets another 2 points on a steal off of the press. That's Woodworth. Woodworth gets it over to Huffman. Huffman gets it down the middle to Gray. Gray goes to the basket, shoots left-handed off the rim, no good. Rebound Katie, and she'll bring the basketball up for Brown County. Katie takes it down the middle, feeds off. That is McGath with Gabby McGath with 2 points, her first two of the ball game. 20-7, 1:42 left here in the first quarter. Down to Gray. She gets it across the line for West Hancock. Gives it back to Clymer. Clymer, two-pointer. Up and off the glass, no good. Rebound, Katie. Katie brings it back down, feeds it to Hedden. Hedden drives in off the backboard, no good as she goes to the ground. Fed back out, McGath gives it back out to Katie. Katie to Claire. Claire for a long two. Off the rim, no good. Rebound there is Houston. Houston gives the ball to Woodworth, who will feed it to Gray to get the ball across. Lost the basketball, gets it back. In the corner to Clymer. Back out to Gray. Gray drives in, tries to feed it off, blocked by McGath. McGath's going to take it back the other way. Gabby got a 4-on-3 off the glass with McKeon. Nice feed there with 45 seconds left here. 22-7, Brown County leading by 15. Ball knocked away. Gray has it back again. Again, Brown County with press, and Wes Hancock's going to take a break. With that, it's 22-7, 31 seconds left on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back. Steve Surratt back with you with Jared Hoots. We got some commercial issues we're trying to get straightened out here. Ball turned over by Wes Hancock after they get it across the line. We're going to see if we can get a commercial running here. So far, it's not working, and I don't know why. So we'll see what's going on here. Try to get things worked out for you. You've got a visual, so we'll keep you on the visual part of things. I'm just going to close out the commercials and go back to them here. I'm glad, Jared, if you want to do some play-by-play here for a second, I'll...
That foul's going to be on Gabby McGaff. That's her first. That's going to send number 3. That's Peyton Houston to the line. And she's off on her first one, and the air conditioner just kicked on here at the gym and scared everybody in the gym here. Yeah, and that's off for miss number 2. And Gracie Hedden bringing the ball down the floor for the Hornets. Feeds over to Flynn. That's Katie. Katie drives, dishes to McGaff. McGaff off 2 feet, just short. Rebounded by number 14, Jordan Clymer. Horn goes off, and it doesn't count. And after 1, your Brown County Hornets lead 24-7. And we'll be back. Or we're just going to stay here.
Nope, back after these messages.
There we go.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots, Lisa Surratt back with you on the broadcast. As Brown County feeds the ball down to McGath, she dribbles and it goes off her foot in the ball game. And fighting for that, I believe that's Cassing in the ball game, down on the ground. Yep, Cassing's 12, Beeheimer's 11. I remember that, alphabetical, because those girls look in uniform pretty much the same.
And with the mask on.
Yes. What? It is Gray. Gray gets the ball out to Barber. Barber looking for somebody to throw to. Throws in the corner to Houston. Then to Clymer. Clymer drives in, feeds off to Barber. Barber can't do anything with the ball. She needed to go straight up with that shot,
Yeah,
Jared.
that was a good pass. I tell you what, Clymer, or was it Woodruff there? She's done a great job of setting up her teammates right now. They just got to be ready to shoot.
Yep, I named the wrong person there, didn't I?
That's all right. First mistake all day.
Yeah. Barber Dribbles into the lane, around, throws the ball up, no good. Rebound out there was Clymer. And there's a tie up, and the possession arrow had not changed. You know, that seems like a simple job, but you can get involved in the game and miss track on that.
Oh, yeah.
There goes Gabby. And off the rim, Izzy tries to fight for it, can't get it. Gray ends up with the basketball. She's double teamed. There's Beheimer. Beheimer feeds it to Cassing underneath the basket. We're going to have a tie-up, and it's going to be Wes Hancock's ball.
I think Cassing caught that one with her face or mask or however you want to say on that one. Her and Beheimer are laughing about it right now.
That'll be Woodworth. She's double teamed. They got her boxed on the sideline. She tries to get it out of there, and Gray's fighting for it, and I think that's an official scrum.
I believe so.
If Kevin Deirdrey's watching, I think that's an official scrum there. There was at least 3 bodies on the floor.
Cassing's doing a real good job for the Hornets of sacrificing her body so far. Every time that ball has been on the ground, she has been involved in that play.
And whistle on the play, got a foul. Foul's going to be on Bailey Barber, the junior. Kevin says he's not calling you out. That was me calling you out. There is Fairweather friend he is. And that is McGath with 2 points right in the center of the lane. 26-7, Brown County leading here in the second quarter. 6:57 left here in the second quarter. And Woodworth gets boxed in and throws the ball off of somebody there. Clymer on inbound, gets it to Woodworth. Ball heads back the other direction. I think I got those girls backwards. That's going to be McGath for 3. No good. Rebound on the opposite side, Woodworth. She gets the ball to Barber. Barber comes down. She's going to go in the lane, pulls up and shoots. No good. Rebound, Izzy Flynn. She gets it out to Beheimer. Beheimer feeds it down to Claire. Claire in for the layup off the backboard and in. 28-7. Brown County up by 21. 6:23 left here in the second quarter on the Cass Communications clock. Ball gets down to Barber. Barber comes in. Stops. Feeds it back out front to Clymer. Clymer to Gray. Gray with the dribble left-hand side. Goes in the lane. Throws up the left-hander. No good. Claire Flynn with the rebound. She'll dribble it back the other direction. Flynn down in the corner of McGath. To Cassing. Cassing out to Beheimer. Beheimer to McGath. McGath dribbles in, puts the ball off the backboard and in, making it 30-7, and that's 6 points on the night on the day for McGath as a substitute. Driving in, that's Barber off the glass, and a foul going to be called. And we'll let Jared tell you who the foul's on and call the foul shots for you.
And that foul is going to be on Izzy Flynn. That's her second. That's going to send number 25, Bailey Barber, to the line. She's looking for her 3rd and 4th points of the evening. The first one is up and short. They're still, West Hancock still trying to get on the board here in the second quarter here, looking for their first points. Into the game comes Casey McKeon. McGaff sets down, Izzy Flynn sets down, and Katie Flynn comes in. Bailey Barber's got the ball. Second one up and short again. Ball is on the ground. Claire Flynn's after it. She has it up, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow goes towards West Hancock.
And if you're trying to watch the junior high game, you got to watch now under the emblem on the emblem. If you hit the emblem, it doesn't work, but if you say watch now, you can get that. And I'm looking at the live feed now from Beardstown, but you got to hit the watch now button. We're used to hitting the picture for the Brown County stuff, and just hit watch now live, and it'll take you to that ball game. McKeon back in, still 30-7, 5:23 left. McKeon with the dribble, gives it to Claire. Claire drives into the lane, tries to put it up. It's partially blocked out there by Barber. He ends up in the hands of Katie. Katie drives in, gets the bucket, 32-7. Just about 5 minutes left here in the half in this girls' high school basketball game. And it's going to be West Hancock ball, West Hancock Lady Titans. Inbound Clymer to Woodworth. Woodworth back to Clymer. She tries to put the ball down, and that was a nice block by Cassing on that. Ball ends up out of bounds. They're going to say mass timeout. With that, we'll take a quick station break. 32-7, 5 minutes left in the second quarter. You're listening to BC Hornet
Sports. On behalf
Sports.
of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets!
Cassing Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paint dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Cassings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Cassing's gift department has gifts for everyone. Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students, kindergarten through 8th grade, are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you, and Lisa Surratt on the board today. And a tie-up, and that'll be Barber tied up with, I think, Beheimer on the ball, or Cassing. And it'll be Brown County's ball on the arrow. The inbound will be by Katie. Everybody moves. Under the basket, they try to get it to Cassing, can't get it to her, but Beheimer gets it out to Claire. Claire to McKeon, McKeon back out to Claire. Kind of hard to get a rhythm going this morning. McKeon. McKeon, left-hand side. Everybody's standing still. Can't do that, guys. And that's Katie for a long two. No good. Rebound is Huffman. Huffman's got the ball stolen away from her by Katie. Katie will reset the offense. Katie to Claire. Weave through the middle. Cassing gets it back to Claire down the middle, and she gets fouled coming into the middle, and Jared will have the call on the foul and the free throws.
That's going to send Claire Flynn to the line, looking for her third and fourth points of the game. The foul's going to be on number 2, Alexis Gray. And the first one up by Claire is in. 3 points on the evening for her. Couple dribbles up and through, and that is through for the fourth point of the game.
Cook back in the ball game for McGath. 34-7, 4:14 left here in the second quarter. West Hancock with the ball out of bounds. That'll be Woodworth. She breaks a press but loses the basketball after she gets across the half court, gets it back out to Clymer. Clymer to Barber. Barber with McKeon on her, tries to drive in.
That's a screen right there.
Yeah. McKeon got knocked flat on her keister on that one. Back down to McKeon. She loses the ball out of bounds. She was trying to think about throwing the ball to Claire before she got the ball there, Jared.
Yeah, that was a solid screen set by West Hancock there. You kind of, Casey got hung out to dry by her teammates on that one.
Let's see, that's Gray. Gray finally gets it across the line. That's Barber.
Ooh.
And a blocking foul there. And are we in the bonus?
Yes, they are.
So Jared will have the call for you on that.
And that foul is going to be on Cassing there. That's going to be Cassing's first foul. That's going to send number 25, Bailey Barber, to the line. She's looking for her third and fourth points of the game. The first one's up and off. Rebounded by Wes Hancock.
That was Clymer, got to rebound. Barber back over to Gray. Gray feeds it out. That is Woodworth. No good, and over the back's going to be called on Clymer as McKeon had her boxed out on that. Nice textbook, how to block out when you're the shortest person on the court.
Yep, yeah, nice weak side box out by McKeon. She put her elbow, put her butt into her, and held her off. Did a great job there.
Casey is good at that, particularly on the backside of the basketball. She will pull a lot of fouls, just people trying to go over her back.
Yeah, she is one that works real hard in the weight room. Like I said, the last time I did a broadcast, she was in there every day, and it's definitely paying off for her.
Ball goes out of bounds.
That's a foul.
No foul?
Yep. The foul's going to be on Alexis Gray. That's her second. Going to send Katie Flynn to the line. First one's up and good, and that's point number 17 for Katie. And I tell you what, she's playing a whale of a ball game. I've started trying to keep track. I think she's got 5 steals and about 5 assists, so she's well on her way for a triple-double today, folks.
Peyton Houston back in the ball game.
Yep, and that shot's in by Flynn.
36-7, 3:11 or 16 left here in the second quarter. And that is Woodworth. She's trying to break the press. Trapped. McKeon reaching for the ball, tries to throw it off of Casey and got the job done. She's finally getting smart there. If she's going to get boxed, she's going to throw the ball off of somebody. And she didn't throw it soft. She wants it to sting a little bit. Woodworth with the basketball. So you got Claire on her. Gives it out to Clymer. Clymer for a 3, no good. Woodworth knocks the ball back in fair territory. Ball got by Huffman. Huffman, and we've got it on the floor. Brown County trying to get it going. Houston picks that loose ball up, and it's in. See what I mean by no rhythm?
Yep.
I mean, I've noticed one of the things on announcing, folks, is you want the offense on both teams to go down the floor and run a couple of times so you can get your name and get your flow. That is yet to happen on the West Hancock side. Bell Cook for 3. That gets her 4 points on the day and 46 points away from 1,000. It's going to be Huffman. Huffman looking for somebody. She finds Houston. Houston cross courts to Woodworth, and Woodworth puts it off. Nice basket there. Nice ball movement by West Hancock. 2:10 left, 39-11. Brown County leading girls basketball against West Hancock. Katie brings it up, gives it to Claire. Claire to McKeon. McKeon looking. Everybody's kind of stopped there for a minute. Got to keep moving, guys. Bell Cook spins, turns, goes off the glass, and it's good. And she'll go to the line. And Jared, I'll let you do the free throws.
I was writing stuff down there. Bell Cook's going to the line looking for what she's looking for, her 8th point of the game here. That foul is going to be on number 25. That's Bailey Barber's second. The free throw by Cook is up and good.
And it'll be McGath coming in for Bell Cook. Ball brought up by Woodworth. Woodworth feeds to Barber. Barber looking for an open person, finds Huffman on the baseline. She kicks it back out, and it goes out of bounds. But it was last touched by Brown County as Clymer couldn't get to that basketball. Clymer inbounds. Looking for an open person, finally finds Woodworth. Woodworth's got Gabby McGath on her, now double teamed. They're still with the dribble, feeds over to Clymer. Clymer looking for somebody, nobody open. Huffman tries to cross court. Katie Flynn intercepts that pass. It's got a 3-on-2. Katie's going to go coast to coast, left-handed off the backboard, and good. 44-11 with just 1:12 left here in the second quarter. Stay tuned at halftime as we give you the Yingling Nissen Agency halftime show. Jared will have the stats for you and give you all the work that the Twins been doing down there on shots. And Katie Flynn intercepts. They're trying to force the ball. Wes Hancock is underneath. Katie's going to go coast to coast, off the glass, and good. And that's 22 points for her already, Jared, they're saying on the board. Is that right?
I got 22 points. I got about 7 steals and about 5 assists. So, I mean, she's looking at a triple-double here if she keeps it up the way she's doing it.
Ball on the floor, and Woodworth is tied up, and it'll stay.
I tell you what, Woodworth probably feels like there's about 8 Hornets out there. She's doing everything she can to bring the ball up and make the right plays for West Hancock, and that Hornet defense has been absolutely relentless on her, and she's done a really good job of setting her teammates up too. been real impressed with the way she plays.
Katie takes a seat, ball back to Woodruff. She tries to drive in, but she's trying to dribble that ball in traffic. Of course, that's the only thing she knows about in this ball game is, like you said, she's double-teamed any place she goes. And again, when you've got two people on you, it's awfully hard to dribble the basketball. I don't care if it's boys, girls, what level it is. When you're double-teamed like that, you need to be thinking about who's open. You got to know your offense. And I think Dieterle says this a lot. You got to have some basketball IQ and some court awareness.
Yep.
That's Beheimer. They're going to run a little weave here. Just 11 seconds left. That's Hedden. Hedden feeds out to McKeon. McKeon for three. Off the rim, no good, and out of bounds. And that's going to be off of Clymer, and it'll be Brown County basketball. It'll be McGath inbounding the ball. McGath, Cassing, Hedden. It's into Hedden in the middle. The ball's blocked, ends up in Clymer's hands, and that's the end of the first half. With that, Brown County leading 46-11 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back with the Yingling and Nissen Agency halftime show after these messages.
Hey, this is Lance Grady with L. Grady Realty, Brown County's premier residential and commercial real estate brokerage. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or rent, we would love to work with you. You can check us out on the internet at www.lgradyrealty.com, find us on Facebook, or call or text me personally anytime at 217-491-0812. L. Grady Realty, local brokers, local office, local expertise. We are Brown County's leading residential real estate brokerage.
Burnett's Plumbing Company. It's good to know someone you trust when your home is giving you a headache. Burnett's Plumbing has been helping customers solve household plumbing problems in Brown County for 7 years. Their mission is to provide Brown County and the surrounding area with quality, timely, and professional plumbing service. Give Burnett's Plumbing a call at 217-773-3008. That's 217-773-3008, where they believe a flush is better than a full house.
Hi, I'm Heather Henry, owner and instructor at Heather's Tumble and Tap in Mount Sterling, where we have been teaching dance to the children of Brown County and the surrounding areas since 1995. We offer classes in tap, jazz palms, tumbling, and offer an all-boys tumbling class for all those future Hornet athletes. At Heather's Tumble and Tap, we focus on fun, friends, and the fundamentals of dance in a non-competitive atmosphere. Follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on upcoming classes and events. Go Hornets!
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Chad Yingling here with Yingling Nissen Insurance. We have over 40 years of experience in the insurance business. So we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Banks are involved in every aspect of our daily lives. They support us as we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like purchasing that new car, opening a small business, buying or building a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. Bank with a partner you can trust and count on. Farmer State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
When it comes to your money,
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots, Lisa Surratt back with you on the broadcast on BC Hornet Sports. And Lisa getting used to the new controls that we have on the new equipment here. We're happy to have our new digs here. It's time for the Yingling & Nissen Halftime Show, brought to you by the Yingling & Nissen Agency, 111 West Washington, Mount Sterling. Call 773-3397 or on the web at ynagency.com. Jared, got some stats for us?
Yeah, I sure do. Your Lady Hornets are shooting at a hot 51%. They're at 18 to 35 from two-point land, 77% from the free throw line, and they're 25% from three-point land for a total of 46 points. And they're led by Katie Flynn. She probably killed me for saying that. Katie Flynn for 22 points. I have her down for roughly 5 assists and 6 steals. So she's on a good way to a triple-double. On the other end, West Hancock is shooting 18%. They are 3 of 16 from two-point land, 1 of 9 from three-point land, and they're 1 of 5 from the free throw line. So missing a lot of easy buckets, but that Hornet defense is not making it easy on them today, that's for sure.
That is your Yingling & Nissen Agency Halftime Show, brought to you by Yingling & Nissen, located at 111 West Washington in Mount Sterling. Call 773-3397 or on the web at ynagency.com. And Jared, I don't think, I'm trying to look here, you know, I take for granted some of the small things we have, like a scoreboard up in the corner. They've got a smart board down at Beardstown, and you can't tell what's on the smart board because it's on the opposite side of the gym, and you can't quite
barely.
See
Yep.
Needs to rotate a little bit more, so we can't give you anything, but I can see Dean Lester. I mean, that's low off the head, just
yeah,
off every time.
Yeah. He, I'm sure he's jumping around a little bit. I'm sure his heart rate's up. I'm sure he's getting his exercise today. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So if anybody can shoot me that score, if you're listening to the ball game, at one point it was 1917 Beardstown has won through that game here. So if you can give me, anybody give me an update on that score on that ball game, as well as the boys are playing at QMD. Is that tonight? Or is that today? Yeah.
I think it's tonight.
Yeah. What am I thinking? No, it's going on right now. Colby Ward's sitting right up here.
Yep.
Oh, goodness gracious. It's the end of a long week, Jared.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Hornet Sports, even though we didn't broadcast Monday, Tuesday, we broadcast Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, today. And if you notice the schedules out there for next week, we're broadcasting junior high at 4 o'clock on Monday, girls at 6 or 6:30. I think it's 6:30 actually. Then boys on Tuesday at home. Wednesday is our only day off next week. And we may look at, I've got church, so I got to have somebody to do video for, if we tried to do volleyball, but I don't think they're even home. Thursday we're back to girls again here. Friday boys here. Saturday, I want to make sure that we advertise this. If you want to see Miss Sarah Hoots' gymnastics thing online, you can get on their website, I think.
Yep.
There's a place there to buy tickets for that. Nick and I are going to be there doing that. We committed to that a long time ago before we had basketball schedules, or I should say screwed up basketball schedules because of weather. And so what we're going to try to do, Nick's going to try to do that. And everybody in Brown County, please stay healthy so Nick is not on duty. And then we'll have the boys game at 11 o'clock against Beardstown. And then I'm going to try to head south and go to be in Whitehall before 5 o'clock to broadcast the girls basketball game down there. And so quite the busy schedule as we've just got a couple of weeks left now. 3 weeks left of basketball?
The 13th is the last game. Football practice starts March 5th, and the 13th is the last official day that you can play basketball games.
Nobody's heard a word I said because I've taken my pod down so that I wouldn't say something bad. So nobody heard anything during that time. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back after these messages.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Culbertson. Steve Surratt, Kevin Dieterle. Steve Surratt, Jared Hoot. Sorry about that, Jared.
That's all right.
And Lisa Surratt. It's second nature for me to say Kevin Dieterle after my name. But okay. We're bringing you high school girls basketball. Brown County versus West Hancock. We're coming into the third quarter now. Brown County leading 46-11 in this ball game. And West Hancock starts out with the basketball. That's Woodworth, and she carried the ball. So first turnover in the second half for West Hancock. McKeon to Claire. Looking for somebody to move. Finally finds Cassing. Cassing out to Cook. Cook dribbles. Pits it back out to Katie. Katie dribbles lane. Kicks it out to Bell. Bell drives in. Gives it to Claire. Claire takes it all the way in off the backboard. She's got two.
You can tell she's starting to trust that knee a lot more each game because she has some pretty nice aggressive moves to the rim this game that we haven't seen so far out of her. So it's good to see those aggressive moves going to the rim, especially with her right hand because she'd be jumping off that left knee.
It looks like a double dribble called on Barber, and we're going back the other direction. McKeon will bring the ball forward for Brown County. McKeon still with the dribble to Katie. Katie looks for two. In and out, no good. Rebound off of legs and everything. And finally brought down and controlled by Gray. Gray gives it over to Barber. Barber tries to feed it in the middle to Huffman, and it gets knocked away. Headed the other direction. There's Claire at the other end, 4-2. That gives her 8 on the day. 50-11, 6:42 left. And Jared, what's the running clock in high school basketball?
30.
After in the fourth quarter only, right?
Yep, only in the fourth quarter, yep.
And there goes Katie back the other way, and she stops. And I don't think her intent was to get fouled. It was just to get that girl in the air.
Yep, it's one of those, you leave your feet, bad things happen.
Woodworth got up in the air, and she had no place to land except for on Claire Flynn. They're going to let her come off. She's shaking her wrist a little bit like she might have come down on it. Clymer comes in the ball game for her.
And that's going to take Claire Flynn to the line. She's going to be shooting 2, looking for her 9th and 10th point. And the first one's up and good for 9 points for Claire Flynn. That's Woodruff's first foul. Up and good for the 10th point of the ball game for Claire Flynn.
That'll be Gray. Gray brings it across. She's got McKeon on her. Gray looks to hand it off to Barber. Does. Barber tries to drive the baseline, cut off by McKeon. Now she's boxed in on the baseline, trying to find somebody to throw to. Gave it to Gray. I'm not so sure she wasn't out of bounds, and another person didn't touch the ball before she touched it. correct on that, Jared?
I think the ball went behind the backboard. Actually, it was a heck of a look by that young lady.
Cook going the other direction, feeds down to McKeon. McKeon feeds, goes to the basket, off the backboard, no good. Rebound was by Katie. She lost the basketball. That's Barber. She's going to bring it back the other way. Barber gets it out to Huffman. Ooh. Huffman tries to feed it down low to Houston, and it's picked off again. McKeon coming back the other direction, gets it out to Katie. Katie off the backboard and good. That'll be 24 points for her in the ball game. Ball coming back. Gray with the basketball for West Hancock. McKeon on her. Knocks the ball away. She's going to take it coast to coast. No, she's going to feed off to Katie. Let Katie get her 26th point of the ball game.
Notice how West Hancock's offense has really gone the wrong way when young Mrs. Woodruff came out of the game there.
Absolutely.
They've had a lot of turnovers here, out of sync, and that just shows how well she's kept them in there. She's going back in the game now, so they must have heard me talking, but she's done a good job of trying to keep them under control.
Barber to Gray. Gray over to Houston. Houston down to Barber. Barber cross court to Huffman. Huffman's going to try to drive in, throws it off the backboard, or doesn't make the backboard. No good. And Clymer goes up with the shot, and Eric Grady says, nope, you got part of her.
Yeah, and that foul is going to be on Katie Flynn. That is her first. That's going to send Clymer to the line, and we'll be back with you after this commercial break.
56-11, 4:41 left on the Cass Communication clock. We'll be back.
Is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patient. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots, Lisa Surratt back with you on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. We got high school girls basketball this morning for you. Brown County hosting West Hancock. We're in the third quarter, 4:41, I believe, left here in the third quarter. Brown County leading 56-11 on that Cass Communications scoreboard. Other games out there, the boys are playing tonight at Notre Dame. There is a link on our site. On our Facebook site for you to go to watch that. Notre Dame does have a YouTube site. And then also the junior high's playing on Facebook this morning on a Beardstown site. I put the link there, but you got to go to the Watch Now button on Facebook to do that. So hope you're able to do that. And she misses the first shot. That's Clymer at the line.
Second one's up and good.
56-12, 4:46 left. That was a 7, not a 1. And it'll be Hedden bringing the ball up for Brown County. McGath. McGath feeds over to Law. Law feeds to McGath down the lane. No good. Rebound's going to be Gray. She comes back the other direction for West Hancock. Gets it quickly back down the line. Feeds out to Huffman. Huffman looks down low to Clymer. Clymer in the corner to Woodruff. Woodruff drives off the backboard, no good. Fight for the ball between her and Gabby McGath, and it's going to be West Hancock basketball. Inbound by Gray. She gets it out to Huffman. Huffman back to Gray. She's in the lane. Dribbles. Kick, tries to kick it back out. They're going to call a foul on Beheimer on that. Not in the bonus yet, so it'll be West Hancock's ball out of bounds. You can tell we've taken the pressure off. I'm starting to get names down now. Gray. She'll bring it into front court. Free throw line, passes off to Houston. Houston down low, that is Clymer. Nope, Woodworth back in the ball game, I'm sorry. And she's in for two, 56-14. The lead for Brown County on the Cass Communications scoreboard. That's Beheimer. In the corner, that is, I'm going to have to look. Who is that?
That
was Lauer. Or Lore. Yeah, Lore.
Melanie Lore is 25.
Okay. Not used to seeing her this early in the ball game. Ball driven to the bucket. That's Woodworth driving. And again, she's a good-looking ball player. She just needs a few more supporting cast around her and things to go right in that direction.
And I think looking at West Hancock, they started 3 freshmen. I mean, they're young, and Woodruff's a freshman, so I think the future's pretty bright. They're getting quality varsity minutes, and the first one's off by Woodruff there. But you notice, if you look at it, when our starters, for the most part, have been out, she's kind of taken over on the offensive and getting to the rim.
Yeah.
And that's just a difference in a couple years of varsity playing.
And didn't hit the rim, so it'll be out of bounds for Brown County, just off the side backboard.
That foul was on McGaff, her second, by the way.
Okay. Law will inbound to Hedden. Hedden will run the offense. And Hedden got an opportunity last year with the one Flynn out and the other one playing varsity. She had to step up to a different level last year on JV and become the ball handler, which she hadn't had to do because she had always played with the Twins.
And the one thing that, just looking at Gracie, she has the long wingspan. I mean, she is long. She is a long player, and she's probably going to continue to grow. And it's hard to teach length like that. You just hope you have it.
Mm-hmm. And that is Woodworth with the dribble. She's got McGath, and I think either Law or McGath's going to get this foul.
That is going to be on McGath. That's her third. McGaff's an aggressive player. If she didn't have a foul in the game, you would think that she'd be slacking off. So she's a very aggressive player, which you'd like to see.
Well, as we talked last year, she's that in-between ball player. She can play on the ball handler. She can play on the big man. Whatever you want her to do, she can do, and she's going to cause havoc either way.
And she's really, one thing I've been impressed with is she's increased her range. Early on, she's knocking down jump shots, which before she was kind of that slasher or getting to the rim, getting the offensive rebounds, but now she's developed a jump shot, and, she's a very key member of this Hornet squad.
Woodworth gets her second foul as she got a blocking foul. Hedden brings the ball up, left-hand side. That's McGath. Gets it out to Beheimer. Beheimer looking, can't find anybody. Back to McGath, left-hand side. McGath's got Barber on her. She drives on her. Double team, put it in the corner to Lore, and she sinks. Was that a three?
Yes, it was.
Sinks a three, her first 3 points of the ball game. Or is that 6? Has she scored 2 3-pointers?
No, 25. She's not up on the board right now.
Okay, all right. Well, that's what I was looking at.
Nope.
And that's Woodworth in the lane, kicks it back out to Gray. Gray looked at the three, pulled it back, drove in, and had it blocked by Lore. Hedden brings it back the other direction. Feeds it down low to McGath. McGath's going to bring it up on top and reset the offense for Brown County. Drives down the lane, puts it up off the glass and in.
It's a good left hand right there.
McGath, 61-14. McGath with 8 points. And that's Lore with the rebound. She'll bring the ball back the other direction. That's Beheimer. Beheimer looks, drives into the lane, throws it off. No good. Rebound's going to be, that'll be Clymer. Clymer brings it back, feeds it down to Woodworth. Just a freckle late. I mean, they're just, in that particular case, they're about, as Maxwell Smart would say, for those that remember him, missed it by that much.
Yep.
Just a little late on the pass.
And in that situation, too, you might want to put a little air under it, throw a little up in the air, let Woodruff go get it. She was kind of behind on the bounce pass that made her slow up. So sometimes, people harp bounce passes all the time, but sometimes that nice little loft pass is a whole lot easier to catch.
I'm not a big bounce pass fan. I see balls kicked. I see short hops. I see a lot of things that go wrong with bounce passes for the receiving in it. McKeon goes in, ball partially blocked there by Houston. McGath gets the ball, or McKeon gets the ball back, gets it to Cook. She throws up a long ball, no good. Rebound Barber. Going to be kicked out to Woodward. McKeon coming from behind. Tries to feed off to Heggie is what I would pronounce that is. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd say Heggie. But I'm not an English teacher. I teach driver's ed and PE, so.
Okay. He teaches stop, go, caution.
And I can count to 4, and that's it.
Okay. Ball given to McKeon, left-hand side. I'm glad I got video because sometimes you just can't describe what's going on. Bell Cook gets the ball inside, and it gets knocked off by Wes Hancock. It'll be Brown County's ball. Nobody knows who's taking the ball out. Lohr going to take the basketball out.
Yeah, Weggs is in the game now, number 31.
Underneath the Cook, she gives the ball back to Lohr, and she gets fouled. And the one thing I say about Bell, she's got lots of points during her career, but she also gives the ball off. Just like then. She could have took the shot, but she saw the person coming inbounds. That's the way it's designed, and she did what she's supposed to do.
Yeah, Belle's a very intelligent basketball player. She enjoys the game of basketball, has played a lot of basketball. She just, at the end of the day, she just wants to win. So, yeah, she's a very intelligent basketball player.
And Lohr misses the second shot. Still 61-14, 36.8 seconds left here in the basketball game. Inbound by Lohr, gets it into Cook. Short one off the backboard, no good. Rebound, Clymer. Clymer tries to get to Barber, and Brown County gets it. It's Bell Cook with it. She's going to go to the basket, up and in. 63-14, as Bell Cook's up to 9 points today, which puts her at 41 away from 1,000.
That was a really good move there by
Woodward.
Yeah, went to her right hand, around the back to her left, and shot it left-handed. That's pretty good move for a freshman there. And on that last possession, Bell, I think she was upset she airballed that. She made sure she got that ball back and put it back in. A foul is going to be on.
That'll be on Weggs.
Weggs, yep. Foul's going to be on Weggs, and Woodruff makes the first one of the 2-shot foul. And she makes the second one, and that gives her 9 points for the evening.
63-16, 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. The fourth quarter will be a running clock. It'll go a little bit faster. Bell Cook, right-hand side, gives it out to Lohr. Lohr over to McKeon. And in the ball game now is Kendall Krim also. McKeon with one off the backboard. Nice move. 65-16 at the end of three quarters. Brown County leading 65-16 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after these messages.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
At All About Dance and More LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots, the Hoots twins, and Lisa Surratt back with you on the broadcast today. We got statisticians galore up here.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job. And
this is the one time when the boys pushing buttons is a good thing.
yeah, that's for sure.
And it's Barber in the corner. And ball knocked away by Law, but she's going to get called for the reach in. And Jared, what's your philosophy on kids working on the left hand as far as shooting's concerned? Are you big on that you need to get with the right hand and be really good with it first, or you just need to work on both of them?
Well, I believe that everybody's different when they develop. You'll get to know, for example, coaching the third and fourth grade boys, a group that I coach. Once they develop that right hand and they're confident doing that, I always encourage dribbling with the left hand, but sometimes it's just due to the strength. You're just naturally not strong enough to shoot with your left hand, and you don't want to do anything to discourage kids of.
Woodward drives in on that.
Yeah,
another great basket by her.
Yeah, it was, and you don't want to discourage kids of, but by the time they get to junior high, coach is going to know, force the kid left if he can't dribble left, or force him to go over that shoulder. So I think it's a developmental thing, and everybody's different.
Give and go to Law, and nice pass job there. And a foul's going to be on Clymer.
Yep, and that was Courtney Law's going to the free throw line. She's done a good job setting screens when she was in the game. That was a good pick and roll there by a good quick roll by Courtney to find herself at the free throw line. That foul is on number 14. That's Jordan Clymer. That's her second. Law's first points of the game.
Houston comes out. Huffman in the ball game now.
Law's second free throw is up and no good. Rebounded there by Woodruff.
Woodruff gets it down to Huffman. Huffman's going to take a long two, and it's good. 66-20 or 66-18. I guess they're faster on. Nope, 20. I was fast. And that's going to be Legs, throws it up, no good. Rebound on the other side is going to be Clymer. She'll bring it back to the other end of the basketball. She's going to try to go all the way, almost traveled, tried to get it to Woodward, picked off by Belle Cook. She's going to push it back the other way. Courtney Law out in front with the dribble. Out to Krim, back out on top to Bell, gives it to Law to set things up. Like I said, we've got a running clock here in the fourth quarter. Belle Cook goes up, and she's going to be fouled. And for those visiting, watching, I want you to notice Belle Cook's way she shoots free throws. She gets the ball, she shoots the ball. There's no distraction here.
Like I said, it's Ao DeSumo, the same thing. If you watch him, you know, and one thing I've noticed, if you notice the media timeouts in Illinois, he usually misses the first one once he comes off there because he's in no rhythm.
And it's just I get the ball, I shoot the ball, kind of like getting it outside and shooting it outside. You want to have that rhythm down.
I always told kids, if you're a hyperactive kid, don't dribble it around. Just get it and shoot it. If you're a patient kid and a calm kid, dribble it to get yourself under control.
Shot in and out by Barber. Huffman gets the rebound and gets fouled in the process.
And Huffman's going to the line, looking for her third and fourth points of the game. The foul is going to be on number 5, Kendall Krim, for the Hornets. First one is off the front iron and no good. Second one on this way is up and in, and that's 3 points on the day by Jaylee Hoffman.
Well, and the reason why I ask about the left-hand, right-hand thing, I had a coach that, you know, particularly you got to junior high, you started, you know, doing drills that you had to dribble the ball left-handed. You had to not look down. In fact, high school, we got to the point you had to dribble 2 basketballs.
Yep.
Didn't have to dribble them fast, but you had to do it.
Yeah, I'm a big shot made there by Courtney Law. I'm a big fan of the 2-ball dribbling at a young age, just because it's hard for kids to understand why they need to dribble with their offhand. I hate calling it weak hand because you don't want to put that in their hand. I just usually say non-dominant hand or offhand.
That's over to Lohr, off the glass, no good. Nice feed by Law, rebound by Legs, and Belle Cook shoots no good. And it is Barber coming back the other direction. She's going to drive it into the lane, kicks it out, and that's going to be Woodruff. No good. And Belle Cook with the rebound. Cook drives down. They're going to let her take it all the way. She does, off the glass and in. And that gets her up to 13 points in the ballgame. And she'll set down now. The other thing is left-handed shooting. Fortunate that I worked on that. I had neighbor kids that pushed me to do that. A coach that made us go under the backboard, and you left-handed on this side, you right-handed, and you just spent 50 shots just going back and forth just to get used and getting the touch. And there's a reason they put that square up there, Jared.
Yep.
A lot of kids don't use that square.
And it's funny, like as coaching, it's easy to tell. Like if I go to a junior high game, I watch and see the warm-ups. Is those kids shooting with their left hand? You know, you can tell a lot by the way a team warms up a lot of times, what they've been taught, and you can usually tell what type of offense they're going to run by the drills they are doing in their pregame warm-up with that. You know, and I think, once again, once they're strong enough to do it, you definitely encourage it, but you don't want to discourage kids from wanting to do that because they don't think they're very good if they keep missing with their left hand. And you watch the NBA players, you know, the biggest thing, working with Leo Ingram a lot, and, you know, keep that ball away from the player is the big thing. How am I going to keep that ball away from that defensive player? Which side do I need to go up on? And I got one that's crazy. I got a right-hander that loves to dribble with his left hand. I don't know what's wrong with him, but it's going to pay off, hopefully.
Yeah, because you have a right-hander and a left-hander,
I do, but my righty loves to dribble with his left hand first. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And
ball out of bounds there. We'll go back the other direction. I'm glad we got video and we can talk about stuff like this in a game that's 72-24. Just about 2 minutes left in this ball game to give people some insight, because they sit at home and don't understand why you have people do something. Last night, if you watched the high school game last night, in general, you try to force the ball handler to the left side in general, because usually their left hand is the weaker, the less dominant of the two.
Yep.
And so you want them to go the opposite way. But kids that are into basketball work on the right and the left as well as the other, because you want to be able to score. I see a lot more kids going up, which is good basketball, when you're going up from the left side, putting the ball up with the left hand, because it's further away from the basket.
Yeah.
And I'd rather see them put up kind of a bad shot with the left hand than to put a right-handed one that's going to get blocked down their throat.
And your chances of getting fouled are greater too, because that defender has to come through your body to get to that ball. If I put it up on the same side with the same hand, that defender doesn't have to go through my body to get to the ball, is the biggest thing that I would teach a kid. And to your point about going to your right and to your left, next time you watch Illinois, and I talked about DeSumo already, count how many times he gets the rim to the right side. And then how many points does he have? If you watch all those closing shots that he had, almost 95% of them are to his right hand, to his dominant hand.
Yeah, and if he goes the other way, learns how to use that a little bit better, then he opens up the right hand more.
Yeah.
Because you have, when someone's right hand dominant, shooting, depending on where they're shooting at on the court, because some guys, as right-handers, prefer to shoot from the right-hand side. Left-handers, a lot of times, prefer to shoot from the left hand. If they find that out, they're going to push you that way, and those are the only shots, you're not going to get those shots. They're going to push you the other direction.
Yeah, but I would also tell a kid to don't change until you have to.
18 seconds down. We're going to have the Casting Lumber postgame show. Jared will have some stats for you as we've got to watch. Krim should have got one, is off on that. Law is going to shoot a long three out the backboard. No good. Time flies when the clock is running.
Yeah, it is.
Last second shot by Barber, no good. Final score here, 74-26. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the Casting Lumber postgame show brought to you by your hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, helping to build the community for 45 years. Casting Lumber
Mitsubishi
Company.
ductless systems give you individual room control and allergen filtration with no ductwork, so you can be as comfortable as you want anywhere in your home. The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling can help you design a Mitsubishi system for your new addition, remodeling project, your man cave, or she shed. Call Scranton Heating and Cooling today to come and evaluate the best options available to you. The Comfort Man, 217-773-2620, or on the web at comfortman.com. KLC Inc. has been around since February of 2020. We are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of anything. We strive to make customer service number one and get customers the professional results they're looking for. KLC Inc., 115 South Capitol Avenue, Mount Sterling, Illinois, 217-773-9090. Remember, KLC Inc., you think it, we ink it.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets!
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you on the broadcast on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. You're listening to the Casting Lumber postgame show brought to you by your hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, Casting Lumber. Been around for 45 years, helping build our community. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling, 773-2611. And support our sponsors, folks. We can't do the broadcast without the sponsors. You know, to be able to buy the equipment, to travel, to do things that we do. We're trying to upgrade all the time, as you notice, as my wife notices when she gets a credit card bill, that we're trying to upgrade equipment and give you the best possible broadcast we can give. And it's just for the example of last night. I didn't say it today. You can still send me a message. Let me know where you're listening from. But we had people in Minnesota, Oklahoma, Texas, Florida last night listening from both sides. And the real appreciation out there came from a Route fan, Mr. Whalen's aunt and uncle up in Minnesota. And they are so appreciative and spoke it on a text today, how appreciative they are of the local businesses providing that broadcast back to them so that they could see the ball game, particularly in this COVID year. But you look at, if you got aunts and uncles in Minnesota, Jared, it doesn't have to be a COVID year.
No, and that's a great thing. I know last year I told you I was driving down to Orange Beach after Christmas, and I was listening to you guys do the Macomb tournament. You know, it's great. You know, I sit at home and I put it on my iPad, and I got a thing that connects to my TV, so I can sit there and watch the game. I could even do a picture-in-picture with if Illinois or somebody else was playing, which is great. You know, I think it's a great thing you guys do. I love it as a coach. I love it as a Hornet fan. I'd love it, you know, as a dad. You know, when my boys go through that, their family members can watch them. I think it's a great thing that you guys are doing, and I think it's a great thing that we have so many helpful sponsors to do it too, because
absolutely.
they are very passionate about these kids being recognized, and just says a lot about the great community we live in Mount Sterling to show their support. And as a coach, there's never been a time where the community hasn't shown support, whether it's a fundraiser, whether it's a chili supper, or whether it's a sponsorship thing.
Well, and I the one thing I want to give a shout out to the administration. Coach Phelps as the AD, Polly Craven as the principal, our administration, our board, when this came up, and we've been out here now. This is actually, we're headed into, I think, our third or fourth year. I can't remember.
Yep.
Of what we're doing with this, but when we started, they kind of looked at us. We were just doing audio, and then the video came out. We firmly believe God was in the middle of it, that we started video before we needed to, so we could do it well. And but they have backed us. The administration has backed us and made sure, for instance, we wanted to build a new booth on this side, particularly for COVID, but for our setup, so we could have a permanent setup, they're 100% behind that. They want us here. They want us to broadcast the ball games. They know the effect that it has on families. We live in a mobile society. You're not that way, but the Henrys are. Mm-hmm. The Henrys at one time were running to a girls' volleyball game, boys' basketball games, baseball games, and all over. And I know for Doug to go to the other kids' game, be able to pull the game up on the phone, even if just listening to it on audio, so you can talk to your kids about what they did.
Yep.
You didn't miss anything. Mm-hmm. You know, you missed being there, but you're involved, and that goes with truck drivers and things like that. We're going to have the extra quarters for you just on video here that you can watch. Jared, give us the Casting Lumber postgame stats there.
The postgame stats here looks like this for West Hancock. They were 7 of 33 for 21% from two-point land. They were 6 of 15 from the free throw line, and they were 2 of 10 from three-point land for 16%. For Brown County, they were 27 of 59 for 45%. From two-point land, from the free throw line, they were 9 of 15 for 60%, and from the three-point line, they were 3 of 10 for 30%.
Okay, and our scorers, who were our high scorers?
Our leading scorer for that one was Katie Flynn. She had 24 points. Belle Cook chipped in 12. Gabby McGaff had 8 points. Melanie Lohr added a 3. Courtney Law had 3 points. 2 points from Izzy Flynn. Claire Flynn had 10 points. And Casey McKeon added 7 points on the afternoon for the Hornets. So our top scorer was Katie Flynn with that. And like I said, I had her down. I started keeping track of assists and steals. She was around 7 steals and 6 assists. And probably in a normal game in the second half, I think she probably got to that triple-double. One other thing to note that I noticed is Izzy Flynn didn't come back in that second half. And I saw Mom over there looking at her cheek. It looked like her jaw area. So I think she took an elbow or something on that last. So hopefully she's okay. Being her senior year, she's still here and she's talking to her friends right now, but maybe it's more precautionary, but I'd hate for her to miss any time, the rest of the year from that. So.
Okay, and high score for West Hancock.
The high score for West Hancock was Lily Woodruff. She had 4, 5, 7. She had 9 points on the afternoon to lead West Hancock. Peyton Houston had 4 points. Jordan Clymer chipped in 1, and Jaylee Huffman had 3, followed by Bailey Barber with 2 to round out the scoring for West Hancock.
Well, this has been the Casting Lumber postgame show. Now let's talk about the KLC Inc. players of the ball game, brought to you by KLC Inc., 115 South Capitol Avenue, Mount Sterling, 217-773-9090. KLC Inc., you think it, we ink it, is their motto. And Jared, let's do somebody from West Hancock. I know who you're going to give a West Hancock. It's going to be Woodworth.
Yeah, I was a Lily Woodruff. Woodworth, having the 9 points. I thought she did a good job for a freshman handling the ball. You can definitely tell a difference when she went out of the game that their offense struggled. And like I said, to give her a lot of credit, I know the Hornets press, we're running 10 girls in there at a time at that ball handler, and I thought she did a pretty good job. As from a fan standpoint, you might say that she had a few turnovers, but I tell you what, if you have the ball in your hand 95% of the time, you're going to have a few turnovers in any basketball game.
Okay. And then for Brown County?
I'm going to go with Katie Flynn. I thought Katie did a great job coming out, setting the tone. She did a real good job using her length of getting to the rim and her length on the defensive end. And I think the camera just doesn't do the justice how long our girls are. And Katie's one of the long girls as far as her wingspan. And I think she does a great job of using her wingspan and moving her feet to create turnovers, and it really keeps her out of foul trouble so far.
All right. With that, that's your KLC players of the ball game. Katie Flynn and Woodworth from Lily Woodworth, the freshman. Yep. Okay. Y'all want to make a note there. Freshman Lily Woodworth. I'm going to enjoy watching her the next 4 years, particularly because they come to the Lady Hornet Classic. I'm looking forward to doing that tournament next year and being back to some normalcy with some things. And there's one person that doesn't get enough credit for these broadcasts. It's like today, she's pinch hitting. Last night, she sat at home, had quiet time at home. But Lisa, we couldn't do this if she wasn't supportive of what's going on and the community. My partner in ministry and my partner in life is very supportive to what's going on and appreciative of her. And you know that as well as I do. As men, we can't be successful without our wives' help.
Oh, yeah, because if she's not happy, we're not happy.
Absolutely. With that, we're going to cut off the audio part of the broadcast. We appreciate you listening. Lisa's going to keep some camera work going for these extra quarters here. But we'll at least give you a center court view of the ball game so that you can see the ball game. But she's been doing yeoman's work over there. We want to thank her for filling in today and doing it. And to all you fans out there, thank you for listening, watching, and supporting us. This has been a BC Hornet Sports broadcast. Thank you.
Cassing Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paints dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Cassings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Cassing's gift department has gifts for everyone. Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students, kindergarten through 8th grade, are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848. 3848.
sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broad